Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess, here to do your bonus read for the day. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and all the beautiful comments you leave me, which are very inspiring. And it's beautiful to be told you're inspiring when I feel so inspired by all of you. So I feel like I sit down every day to those people who say, I watch your readings every day, and I think, wow, I don't even know what it would be like now not to have that in my life. So thank you. If you haven't subscribed yet, you know I'd love you to have you on board. And please make sure you like and share the videos too so other people can join us. I decided to go with this beautiful creatures pack for this reading. I want to try and get used to them. I love them so much. They're so big and hefty though, so they're difficult to shuffle. I can't do a proper, like the gambler's shuffle on them, so I just have to keep going with this sort of shuffle. But they've had a good one, so they're ready to go. Okay, let's just split the deck. Alrighty, so we have the Fool coming up. I'm not going to read these in reverse. The Fool is a beautiful card for us to receive today because it talks about making a new start on something. I feel like for many of you today, it's like something's taking you in a completely different direction here. Often the Fool comes forward when we're taking a leap of faith, and that's exactly how it feels for me. Like some of you are going in a direction that perhaps you haven't gone in before. I don't know whereabouts in your life, but I sort of see you like chucking open a door, like throwing the door open and just flying through a door because you want to go in that direction. So I feel like a lot of you have had some opportunity open up for you and you've decided to go for it. But it definitely feels like for a lot of you a real like leap into the unknown. So okay, so I have the Ace of Pentacles here. And I love it that they call her the One of Pentacles. Look how beautiful she is. And this talks of abundance with this particular card. And the Ace of Pentacles is a card of its stability. So it's not just abundance in a material or in a money sense. It's abundance in lots of different ways. So some of you today are really hitting your path and going in the direction you need to go in to achieve your goals. And I feel like a lot of you have really taken a leap of faith here. So this is your reward. So you're definitely moving in the right direction. Look at this. Okay. What's happening here is a lot of you have, you know, completed a cycle here. You've come out of something. You've maybe woken up and gone, you know what, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm finished with that. I'm finished with this relationship. I'm finished with this work situation. I'm finished with being treated that way. I'm done with this. I'm done with that, because you're moving in a completely different direction here. And the world says that whatever you've done now, you've finished what you were doing before and you're now ready to move forward. So beautiful, beautiful cards. Only thing is they're really fat, so I have to move them over a little bit so you don't see them quite so clearly. And look, oh my goodness, what a beautiful reading. Okay, so the Ten of Cups comes up here. And the Ten of Cups, as we all know, is the next best card in the pack beyond the Sun. But what it talks about is abundance in its entirety. It's like having your, you know, your home, your love, your friends, everything has just fallen into place. And I know that for a moment there yesterday, I remember just stopping for a moment and thinking, wow, I'm just so incredibly lucky at the moment. I feel like everything is falling in place in my life. And now this has come through in the reading. So when I talk about how I read, and I know that some people are a little sort of inquisitive, let's say inquisitive about the way I read, the messages I give you are not just what the card looks like, because I channel the messages through. So often when I pick a card, it might mean one thing, but Spirit will give me lots of different messages. And I think you'll find intuitive readers on YouTube read the same way. So what I think is happening here is there's this general energy around. Okay, so we've gone through where it's still in Venus retrograde. So I feel for a lot of you, there's just this point now where you're sitting in your life going, yeah, that's really good. This is exactly where I want to be and exactly the direction I want to go in. And this is the card, this is the Three of Cups, and it's the card of celebration. Now, I know a lot of people talk about it being, possibly three-party relationships and things like that. The traditional meaning, and on this card, is the meaning of celebration. And I really feel that this is the case here. It's almost like, we've got 4 cards sitting in front of me, and I have abundance, completion, contentment, and celebration. And that's exactly how it's feeling for me. A lot of you celebrating this morning. There's, new babies in the world. There's people who have been proposed to. There are people who've just moved into a direction that they want to go in, such as a job or a business. But whatever it is for you this morning, some doors opened up and you're ready to move forward. Okay, so we've got the card of the Six of Cups here. So for some of you, it can be about revisiting your past. Now, that doesn't always mean to a person. It can be nostalgia, reminiscing. On this card is called memories. It's sort of about looking back at what's gone and what you've had. And maybe here, because a lot of you are completing cycles here, it may be a matter of you looking back at your life and thinking, I want more. This is the direction I'm going to go in now. But definitely this beautiful feeling of looking back at your past and realizing how far you've come and how grateful you are. Okay, now it could be, this is a person, and the King of Swords is an air sign, so he's an a Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. And this could be a person that you're returning to here. So for some of you, not all of you, you don't have to return to exes. But there's this feeling with the Six of Cups sitting here that some of you are returning to someone. And maybe you finished a cycle of being alone and you're now moving into a cycle of being with someone. Because I definitely feel like you're moving in this direction of a relationship, and quite possibly with someone who's a King of Swords. Now, it may not be that he's one of those sun signs, but he could have that primarily in his chart. It could just be that he's a man who's very direct, very straightforward, straight to the point, thinks logically. For some of you, that's somebody to do with computers, because that just came through really strongly. And I know I say these things and then somebody will write back, go, yeah, that's me. This person is some sort of tech-savvy person, and they've come back from the past here. And there's a celebration definitely here for you. And then we have the Seven of Cups. Now, the Seven of Cups talks about, on this card, delusions. Traditionally, it is the card of confusion or having many choices, and sometimes it's the card of illusion. So either of those or any of those can apply. So what I'm thinking is feels like you've either wanted someone to come back from the past and you've dreamed about them, or you've dreamed about memories of someone in your past, but someone new is here. It could be that you've had lots of choices, but now you're settling down with one person, because it definitely feels like you've chosen a pathway here. So maybe you've chosen to settle down with this person after being in confusion for some time. I sort of think it's funny how it's called delusions. Okay, and then I have this King of Pentacles. Now, I feel that this is now your energy, because for you now, you've got everything in order here. You're traveling in the direction you want to. You're making choices for your own good. And it feels like you have now gone into this energy of really understanding who you are and the path you want to take here. This is a very practical card, so I feel like a lot of you have really thought out this situation and gone in the right direction. Now, because I have a couple of cards here that talk about legal issues too, it could be that you've settled some sort of legal issue and that's what sort of pushed you on your way. It could be that you've had a substantial settlement after a marriage to someone, and this is why this King of Swords, oh goodness gracious, Yvonne, King of Swords and Six of Cups have come up, because it could be you've actually separated from this person. And you now have money to do what you need to do, because I see some of you planning a holiday and quite possibly a cruise or a world trip here. And that may be the door that's opening for you, you know, having the money to do what you wanted to do. But you've now taken on sort of this energy of the King of Pentacles, where you're feeling very much in control, back in your power, having a clear sense of direction, feeling very grounded here. And here comes some sort of offer here. So the Page of Cups is coming in here now with some sort of offer for you. So maybe because you've sort of put the rest of your life in order, maybe something else is coming in for you here. I'm interested. Four of Cups. Yeah, you're not interested in this offer here. Okay, what is happening here? Because this feels like to me that you've got another offer here, but you're not interested in this one. I think you've chosen your direction. Okay, all right. I think that a lot of you have had two directions to choose from. You've had two options here, and you've opened this door on one of them, and you're heading in that direction. You've made your choice. You're doing that. But what's happening here is someone is coming in for you that made you an offer before. But I think you chose between this person and the other person, and you've chosen to go this way. So you won't accept this offer here. It's the Four of Cups. So you'll be quite, they talk about it being ennui, which is like boredom. For me, it's a matter of you've already got what you want now. You've made your choice. If you've made a choice between two people, I don't think this other person's going to give up. Could be that the King of Pentacles and King of Swords here are the two people you were choosing between, not necessarily male, of course. But you've made your choice. You're moving forward on that choice. Oh, I was going to use these new cards here, but I'll have to read from the book because I don't know these new cards so well. So this is the Lay Vampire deck. And I know there's a wonderful reader on YouTube that always used to use this deck. And I used to think one day I'm going to go and buy that. That's so awesome. Okay, they want me to take that one. So that death will come. So that's card 30. And I don't like reading from a book, but I haven't really had a good luck. So hopefully they give you a short. Okay, so let's have a look at the blessing here. So he says, knowing that we have one lifetime at a time to make changes, learn lessons, and move closer to the true purpose of our soul is a blessing. Knowing that each lifetime must not be wasted and is precious. It's a gift that compels us to lead lives of meaning. Well, that's a beautiful card to get out, wasn't it? Thanks, guys.